What is up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Kate Landucci. If you are new, thanks so much for watching. Today we're doing this graphic black liner look. It came out cute now, but it was not cute getting there. So stick with the video, bear with me, and learn how I got this look. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, thumbs up, and subscribe if you haven't already. Come join my very tiny YouTube family. Also, come follow me on Instagram at Kate Landucci. It'll pop up right here. Right here? A lot of more beauty content on there, so thanks for watching and enjoy. I can't talk. We're gonna start with a little skin prep. I haven't used this product in a long time. I don't know why I'm so giddy. Sorry if there's garbage men outside too. I haven't used this product in so long. It's the MAC Strobe Cream in Pink Light. So I'm gonna use this as a base for a bit of a glow. I'm gonna use about that much. And then I also wanna mix in some of my facial oil, which is the Ordinary. This is the Squalane one. They're all good. All the Ordinary ones are great. Just to kind of thin it out a little bit and give... I just love oil under base makeup. I think it makes the skin look super, super healthy. So I'm just gonna massage this in everywhere. Oh my gosh. I love Strobe Cream, but it is such a fragranced product and it drives me nuts. So if you have a suggestion for a product that's similar to Strobe Cream that has no fragrance, let me know in the comments below. Because I can't stand the fragrance. I wish they would make a fragrance-free one. And for a little lip prep, I'm going to use the Kosas Sport Lip Balm in Baseline. It's just like a plain, my hands are so slippery, from the MAC Strobe Cream. It's just a clear chapstick product. No color in it. I'm gonna skip foundation today. I don't feel like my skin needs it, and I feel like this product, which is the NudeStix concealer, kind of works well as a concealer slash foundation product, especially if you put it just in the areas you need, which is like always my #1 tip. Only put product where you need it. You don't need a full mask. I mean, if that's what you're into and you love full coverage and that kind of mattifying look, which is also a look in itself, go for that. But for me, I just prefer to just use product where I need it. So today I feel like, especially because my skin has some glow from the Strobe Cream, that concealer is plenty for me to use. So under my eyes, around my chin, my forehead, and then I have my pigmentation over here. And I'm gonna start blending. I'm gonna use a sponge. I've been using a sponge a lot lately. I don't know, it's like such a new thing for me, but I've been enjoying it. I'm gonna start here, let it sit a little bit under my eyes, and let that dry down a bit. That way the product will stay kind of where I put it. That's a tip. If you blend product right away, of course it'll move around, but if you wait and let it sit for a bit, especially concealer, it will dry in the area you put it. So if you intended it to cover something and you want to leave it there, let it dry, get a little bit tacky, and then you can start blending it out. This is a Real Techniques sponge, by the way. I always mention that because I just think they are such amazing sponges, especially for the price that they are. It's like $4 and they have all different shapes. I've got a couple of them that I love. So if you don't want to, you know, spend money on the Beauty Blender, which is also a great product, but it is pricier. This is an amazing drugstore or like Target priced product. I also put a little bit of concealer on my eyelids because I'm not going to do any shadow today. We're just going to do this like really interesting liner. I wanted my eyes to have something on them that kind of canvas them a little bit, so I just stuck a little bit of concealer on them to kind of get rid of the veins that I have on my eyes. But for contour, I'm going to use the Danessa Myricks Balm Contour in light #2. Love this product. It's very similar to the Fenty Cheeks Out Cream Contour, but it's a little thinner of a product. but the same kind of texture. And it's such a beautiful contour product. So I'm just bringing it, keeping it back here towards my cheeks, not bringing it in too far. I'm gonna blend it with my sponge too, and just up around the forehead. And then you can always take your sponge and kind of blend that way too, because I want to keep it kind of back here towards my hairline to give me that sculpted effect. You can even see if I put my head straight, this side looks like it has more dimension than this side, and that's just by shadowing it a tiny bit. I normally bring my bronzers closer into my cheeks, but for contour I try to keep it back to my hairline, give me a more sculpted look. Taking the other side of this brush, this is the It Cosmetics, what do they call this? Heavenly Luxe face brush. I use this brush every single day. It is my #1, besides my Morphe E8, which I use for concealer almost every day. This is my favorite brush because I use a lot of cream, blush, and bronzer. So this is amazing for blending out cream, blush, and bronzer. You can use it for foundation, I don't. But then this side is amazing for doing contour on your nose, which I don't normally do, but I feel like it today. But it just fits perfectly in that pocket, and then you can use the other side to blend out. So I'm not the girl really to teach you how to contour your nose. I just kind of bring the product down the side and up into the socket here of my eye to get that natural shadow effect. But I don't do this every day, so I'm definitely not someone to give tips on this. And then I'm gonna do a little bit across the nose, because I love like a more sun-kissed look than like a sculpted look. So I still want that sun-kissed effect. There. And then some on my chin. I'm gonna do a tiny bit of powder just under my eyes and on my eyelids so that concealer doesn't crease and move around. I'm using the Hourglass Veil Translucent Powder. I just have a little mini one because I don't use powder. If you're new here and you watch some of my old videos, I just don't ever really use powder. Unless it's like the dead of summer and I'm like a hot, sweaty mess walking around the city, I don't normally wear it. So on my eyelids and under my eye, I just use always what's in the cap, nothing more. And I kind of spread it around where I need it. This is a Real Technique setting brush. It is such a good, versatile brush. I have a couple of them because they're so affordable, but you can use it for kind of anything, any powder product, even shadow. For the brows, I'm going to use the M Cosmetics Brow Cream. This has been my favorite everyday brow product. It's better than any brow gel I've ever tried. That's a bold statement. The wand is super flexible. If you can see when I'm applying it, you kind of see how it moves and flicks. It's not like a stiff wand, and it's super tiny. So you can grab each hair, push it to where you want it, and it will stay because the formula is really waxy. This is what I've been using every single day since I've gotten it a couple weeks ago. I love it. For the eyes, I zoomed in a little bit so you can see closer. I have been seeing everywhere these really just simple graphic liner looks, whether they're a colored liner or just a black liner, or even a white liner, just playing with lines and graphic shapes on your eye. I've just been so obsessed with it. So basically I'm going into this with no idea of what I'm doing. I'm just gonna try and do something really fun on one eye and try my best to do the same on the other eye. I just love the look, and I love how like simple and editorial it looks, but still pretty and not being too kind of avant-garde-y. So I'm gonna try and do something that's wearable, that people at home can do. because like I said, I have no idea what I'm doing, so I'm just gonna try it out too. And for this, I'm gonna use the Maybelline Hyper Easy liner. This is just in black. This is a great drugstore felt tip liner. I'll show you. You can see here. It's a nice skinny felt tip. Other great liners like this, the Kat Von D tattoo liner is amazing. That's been around forever and it's a cult favorite. The Tarte one like this is also very good. And then I heard that the Rare Beauty one is also good. So when this runs out, I think I'm gonna try the Rare Beauty one. But let me just kind of prep this wand here on my hand so I can see how it's working and if it needs, you know, some help. But I'm just gonna start drawing some lines. So I'm not gonna talk so I can focus. So let's just go for it. Okay, added some mascara. Not gonna lie, this look took me like so long to figure out to do. So my tip to you is if you try and do a look like this, I found it easier to use black shadow, putting a little setting spray or even water in your shadow, make a paste, and then use a really tiny brush like this, which is like really tiny precision brush. You can even use an artist brush from the art store. I'm actually gonna get some of these at the craft store because I want little tiny brushes. But I think it looks really cool. It looks better with mascara. Not my best, but I had to trust the process, and you know, I tried something new that's out of my comfort zone. So I'm gonna do the same on this side, try to do it the same, but I'll be back for blush. Thank God I trust the process because I think it's really cool now. Before I did not. Look at my hand trying to test out what worked the best. So anyways, I'm gonna move on to blush. I'm gonna use this CoverFX. This is called the Monochromatic Blush Duo in Spiced Cinnamon. It's a really pretty, you get a shimmer and a matte in here. I'm gonna mix the two. This is a really nice color that gives like a sunburnt kind of effect. They're really pigmented, so kind of like swirl it in here, then swirl it in your lid and very gently tap it on. But it really gives you that pretty sunburnty kind of look. And then for highlight, I'm gonna use my RMS Living Luminizer. This is the original one. It's really old, it's almost gone. I need to use it up, but you can see I love this product. It's such a cult classic. I'll probably repurchase it when I run out of this. This is like the old packaging too, that's how long I've had it, but it's still such a great product. Just gives a really dewy, natural, sweaty highlight. And then for lips, I'm gonna keep it really simple and do the Urban Decay Glide On Lip Pencil in 1993, one of my all-time favorites. I'm just gonna put gloss over it. This is the Nars Laguna gloss. I love this gloss. It's almost, actually they call it a, I cannot read that, it's so tiny. Oil infused lip tint. It's such a comfortable, pretty gloss with like a gold kind of reflect in it. Really comfortable to wear. This is the final look. Not gonna lie, this was one of the hardest looks I've done. I was like, oh, it's gonna be no problem. Some black liner, no issue. It was, and it was a little trial and error, but it's super cute. It's definitely not as precise as some of these people are able to do. Some of these artists are able to do on Instagram and in editorials, but I think it still came out really cute. I'm very proud of myself. So try this at home. Let me know if you do down below in the comments, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.